What's going on, you guys? Brickman here, and today we have some Battlefield 1 gameplay for you, as we are going to be talking about the new DLC that is set to release later this month. If you don't already know, this DLC is called They Shall Not Pass, and the other three, which have yet to be determined for a release date, are called In the Name of the Tsar, Turning Tides, and Apocalypse. So in this one, we're going to be talking about the first DLC, They Shall Not Pass, and is set to release on March 28th, unless you are a premium holder. Premium holders get a 2-week early access, so they'll be able to play it March 14th, and then everybody else is able to play it March 28th, whether you get the premium or if you just buy the DLC separate. I personally do not have the premium yet or anything like that, but I probably will get it. What I've done with other Battlefield games as well as other games is I wait to buy it until like maybe a month or a couple weeks before it's set to release, just to see if I like the game. And if I enjoy playing it, then based off that is when I make my decision. But overall, I really like Battlefield, even though I have not really played it recently. Just during the holiday seasons, I got a couple of other games that I really wanted to play first. But since I've already got to play those the past week or two, I've been playing Battlefield a lot. So with that being said, let's get into the details of this. I'll try to make it as short as possible. But as well as try to get as much information to you guys as possible. So if you guys are skeptical on buying it or questioning it, hopefully this video helps make up your mind. And then once March 14th comes around, I'll have some videos showcasing the new maps, the new game modes, all the new weapons and vehicles that I will be talking about in this video. So let's get right into this. Probably the first and foremost, the French army is probably the main thing. We're able to play with them. I guess a lot of people were upset that upon release they weren't in the game. So this takes place mostly with the French army. Along with that, 4 new maps, obviously, with 2 new operations, a new game mode, and then all the different, they're adding new guns, new vehicles, and things in that nature. But first off, let's go over the maps, and I'm sorry in advance if I mispronounce any of the words. I'll try my best, but don't get mad at me because I'm trying. So the first new map is called Verdun Heights, and this is the little description that they gave us. The opening barrage of the Battle of Verdun created massive forest fires in which players will fight for domination. This is an uphill battle towards the massive fortresses of Verdun, a constant grinding struggle where the artillery never stops, where the forge and the devil's anvil continues to consume even the bravest combatants. So what I get from this is it's going to be like a open wasteland, kind of like this map here that I'm showing for you guys, with the forest fires kind of in the background and everything. But I think it'll be a very fun map with sniping, like long-range sights, and then obviously the hills and trenches and everything. So I'm really looking forward to that map. The second map is called Fort de Va. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is what the detail or the little description is. The first big engagement inside a fort during World War I takes place in the dark underworld of Fort de Va. Down in the maze of dark galleries and whetstone corridors, French and Germans fight furiously. I can't pronounce this word. It's like furious, but with ly at the end of it. But so they fight furiously with grenades, guns, bayonets, and flamethrowers. Watch your corners. I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce that word no matter how many times I try, but you guys get the general idea. And when I first read this description and saw the little screenshot that they gave us, it immediately reminded me of Operation Locker Room in Battlefield 4. If you ever played that, it's like I'm pretty sure it's like a prison, and the only way to get to the other side of the map is either go on the outside, which is like a one path where it's pretty hard, and then obviously the insides, which is for conquest on that map. It was just chaotic and hectic, and it was a lot of fun if you had a very good team. If you didn't have a good team, then it was kind of crappy. You get spawn killed every once in a while. But I mean, I think this map is going to be very fun. I really like the close quarters in this game and everything. On to the third map. It's called Soissons, I believe, and this is what they have for us. Take part in one of the biggest tank assaults of World War I. The French 10th Army moves to take back Soissons using their powerful Saint-Chamond tanks. Planes, tanks, and infantry clash in the beautiful French countryside in the early hours of a hot summer day. Only the thunderstorm is louder than the war. So again, it's gonna be a French countryside with like towns and buildings scattered throughout the map. Um, Probably again like sniping map is gonna be fun, long range sights, and the whole fact that they put planes and tanks and infantry means it's gonna be a good variety of whatever your play style is. So that looks pretty cool. And then last but not least, this new map, fourth new map called Rupture. In dire need to capture key bridges across the Assigne River, the French find themselves back into battlefields where poppies grow over a rusty wreck of previous tank battles. It may seem calm, but the maze of steel beasts provides an excellent place for those who plan an ambush. As the sun sets over Fontenoy, the battle wakes up. So, my take on this is it's kind of like an open field with wreckages of a massive tank battle, where grass and flowers and stuff are growing over there. So it's good to take cover behind those and, like they said, make an ambush on the unexpecting enemy team. So there's the 4 maps. I think we'll get a good variety depending on if you're a shotgunner, or sniper, LMG, or assault rifle dude with the medics, the semis. Each map is going to have a different variety of how they play, but I think it'll be smooth enough depending on how you play to make it the most fun for anybody. So that's the maps. Let's go on to the new game modes. First, we'll talk about the 2 new operations. They didn't really give us anything like a description, but they did give us titles. So the first one is called Devil's Anvil, and the second one is called Beyond the Marne. I'm assuming since one of them is called Devil's Anvil, it'll take place on the map Verdun Heights, because in the description of that map it had Devil's Anvil in it. But I really don't know location-wise which maps are going to be conjoining with each other. So that'll look fun. I really enjoy the new game mode operations. I normally would play Conquest, and this just gives you another aspect of fighting and everything, and I really enjoy it. And then the new game mode called Frontlines. It's a mix between Conquest and Rush. So what it is there's 3 flags in the middle that are chain linked, and you fight to control each flag. So you'll fight for the middle one, and then whoever wins that one, you will move up to capture another flag, and if you capture that one, then it moves on to 2 telegraphic posts, which is where Rush comes in, and you try to capture each telegraphic while the defenders can call in artillery strikes on you to kind of slow you down. The one thing I do want to point out is if you're on the defending team and they capture one of the telegraphics, but you push back, regain control of that one, it will push back into the chain linked flags into the middle of the map so you can keep fighting, and obviously the game will end once one team captures both other telegraphics. So that looks really interesting. When I first read it and saw the little video that they had for us, it reminded me of the Call of Duty World at War game mode called War, where you would take a flag on a position and move up. And I really like that game, and I really like that game mode, so it being in Battlefield makes it 10 times better. So I'm really looking forward to play that game mode, and like I said earlier, I'll come out with some more videos showcasing that game mode along with the other new maps. Now to go on to the new vehicles, they are going to be introducing a new behemoth, which is a tank. It is called the Char 2C tank, which is based on the real-world French tank. And I believe it holds up to 6 people, either 5 or 6, I know that. But from the gameplays that I've seen already, it looks like it'll be beast. And unlike like the train or the battleship, it can go anywhere on the map, so it's kind of like the blimp that you can see blowing up in the background right now. So that'll be cool. Not sure how OP it is. I mean, most of the behemoths take a lot of damage to take, but I don't think it'll be like overpowered or of any sort, because that would just make the game unfair and not fun. But I think it'll be pretty cool driving a tank around and just destroying everything. So alongside that behemoth, they are introducing another new assault tank. The Saint Chamond tank is what it's called. It was for the Allied forces, so it'll probably be for the French. And I believe they are going to be introducing vehicles for for both sides, because if they just put it for the French, then it's not really, I don't think that would be pretty fair. So I'm just kind of going off of what the Battlefield 1 uh, website is giving me and everything. And then alongside that, they are giving us a new elite class called the Trench Raider. And this is the little description they give us. Use the melee skills for the new elite class, the Trench Raider. With the brutal Raider Club and impressive grenade arsenal, you will be a terrifying sight. So this, you'll probably just be running around with no gun. You'll just have this like bat kind of thing with spikes at the end of it, killing people. So that'll be very cool. And then you get grenades too. So you don't really get a ranged weapon, but I mean grenades are always good if you come into a cluster, and especially if you're fighting on Fort Deval when it's close quarter, like hallways, those grenades are going to be coming handy, and then you can sneak up behind people and just smash them in the head with the club. So that's pretty cool. Alongside that, they give us a new stationary weapon, kind of like, it looks like it's like an AA gun, similar to the field gun. The Siege Howitzer can be operated by any infantry player. The new stationary weapon is operated through indirect aiming and firing in the same vein as mortars and artillery and vehicles. So the picture looks like a pretty badass weapon, and that's probably going to be very useful taking down other vehicles as well as like planes and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And then last but not least, they are giving us some new main and melee weapons. Some of the weapons are the Ribby Rollis 1918, the RSC 1917, and the Lebel model 1886 are some. And I'm from the other videos that I've seen in like articles, the Lebel, it's a sniper bolt action, is a very good sniper. A lot of people, I guess, are going to be using it, so that's pretty cool. And then for the melee weapons, it looks like you get a cogwheel club, the nail knife, and the trench flower. Don't really know what those are, but I mean, this game is really cool with the melees and the different aspects of, like, one of them, like, you get like knives obviously, and then you have like a shovel. So like melee weapons are going to be cool, and I'm excited to see how people can combine different kinds of melee kill streaks and everything. But anyways, that's the little description, overview, detail, whatever you want to call it, of the DLC 1, They Shall Not Pass. Again, I'll be coming out with some videos portraying the new maps, the new weapons, the new tanks, and the new game modes as well. And I'm really looking forward to it. So hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Comment down if you are going to be playing it or if you're going to be waiting. And again, I hope this video helps make up your mind if you're kind of skeptical on getting it or anything. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you've not done so you can check out the other Battlefield videos when I release them. And like always, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Peace.